Dave Blunt's trashes Kendrick Lamar's GNX.
Why?
DIYers, after the most impressive display we have probably seen from any rapper, Kendrick Lamar is receiving more ridicule, this time from a rapper that you may or may not have heard of named Dave Blunt. He had some rather large words to share about Kendrick Lamar and his influence. He's a 25-year-old rapper from Iowa, and many of you know him because of his collaborations with Kanye West, who has been in the news for his own reasons. He was a guest on Akademiks' platform, and the conversation about influence came up.
All this shit's rigged, which is really why I don't give a fuck about it too much. Like,
you're not bumping that GNX? What?
No, nigga. Like, what the fuck?
Bro, that's that pro-black music. What you mean you're not bumping that shit?
What does that shit even stand for? Gay niggas? Like, what the fuck does GNX stand for?
Nigga,
if I didn't know no better, it sounds like two racist white guys arguing on Call of Duty.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Nothing against him or anything. I just, bro, like,
that's that.
Do you really think niggas around my age, 25, is listening to Kendrick Lamar, bro?
All right, let me hold on. Finish the lyric. We gonna beat
the pussy up?
No.
Now, obviously, there's some trolling that's going on here, but now we're going to get to the meat and potatoes of really what this video is going to be about. Speaking about the influence of Kendrick Lamar, and it's ironic because I was working on a video before this moment happened, but continue.
We gonna beat.
I don't know the lyric, man.
All right, this is how you get to learn the lyric. Okay, take both of your hands, put them up, and then do a cross like you're in the Black Panther movie. And all of a sudden,
oh, we gonna be all right.
There you go. I knew it.
Okay,
I fucking knew it.
I mean, yeah, I know the song, nigga. Like, I've heard that song before, but you see how I didn't know what the fuck you was talking about?
Yeah,
that shit don't come to mind, nigga. I'm 25, nigga. I'm listening to Lil Durk. I'm listening to fucking, like, sliding and drilling music, nigga. We is not listening to no fucking Kendrick Lamar, none of that shit. We're not listening to Black Power and Black Empowerment. We're listening to straight niggas killing shit and fucking degenerate music. Fuck all that positive black people shit.
That positive black people shit. What an insane statement in the same week that we got Little Yachty saying he's going to put his knee on a woman's neck like George Floyd.
What up, words? Boy Charles Brown back again talking facts. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. Keep sending those Cashaps to CLBMG. Join the membership gang. Listen, I kind of waited a while before I made any presumptions about Dave Blunt. It just never felt right. I've always had, I'm going to say it's been what, a year tops that Dave Blunt has been moving up the reins of so-called hip-hop. I don't even know if we can call this thing hip-hop anymore, gang. It's so weird and it's so convoluted, and you can get in by just basically trolling. At this point, you can become hip-hop. Like, we got Krishan, like, we got Blueface. We're calling these people hip-hops, gang, and at this point, anybody can be hip-hop. But Dave Blunt's, I was hesitant to make a decision. I just saw this big, giant kid, for lack of a better word. I didn't know what to make of it because he was brought into our psyche by almost way of a meme. He was almost a joke, like a circus animal, something that you saw in a madhouse where they had oddities and weird things. And Dave Blunt's was shown, I believe the first time I saw him may have been when he was on stage with an oxygen tank, or when he was in the hospital. It was around that time where a lot of online publicity was given to him right before Snoop got wind of him and had his back and forth, and 50 Cent. Around that time, it was just this whole thing of this rapper sitting on a couch on a stage asking, do you mind if I rap from this couch? And we all saw Big Pun. We all know what happened to Big Pun. I don't know if you guys know, but Big Pun used to sit on a couch and rap, and Big Pun passed away. rest in peace to Big Pun, who was one of the most lyrical rappers to ever grace a microphone. Dave Blunt's, guys, is the exact opposite of Big Pun. I was watching from afar, just trying to, I don't like to judge these young kids, gang. I don't know what they got going on, so I try to just wait. It'll reveal itself, like NBA Youngboy, Tekashi 6ix9ine, Kodak Black. Give it some time. Before you jump and rush to judgment, they will show you exactly who they are. I give it like 12 months to a year, or 12 months to 2 years tops. You will know everything you need to know, even if you don't listen to their music. I do not listen to Dave Blunt's music. Dave Blunt's came across my table with that stuff about the couch and the hospital, and he's gonna change he's drinking lean all the time. When he actually came out as saying he was writing for Kanye West, I went to listen. I believe that's when I went to listen to what is going on. What is this guy's appeal? So I go to the video, and it's one of these psychedelic, I don't know, Mac Miller type or I don't know. I don't know what to call. I don't know what to call it, but it's I Can't Put Down the Cup, and it's sing-songy. It's not something I would listen to, right? Almost a Justin Bieber if he was high type of thing, shit like that. But I said I don't, it ain't my thing. But these kids got their own thing going on. I'm not a person like, I'm not Ice-T talking about Soulja Boy he ruined hip hop. So I'm like, let him live, right? But I'm like, I'm not going to make a stance on him because I don't know what's going on. I said he's just a kid trying to make it into this business, so I can't really get too crazy yet and judge him one way or the other. But as time went on and he started to become more prevalent, he started doing more things, and he started to name himself as the writer for Kanye West in his new project, World War III. That's when my antennas picked up. For one, I'm here with it. When you align yourself with Kanye West, I look at you extremely sideways. Top 5 was already an awful person before he went and aligned himself with Kanye West. But a lot of these guys, when they went and aligned themselves with Mr. West, especially at this point, I can see 4 years ago, 5 years ago, or maybe 3 years ago. At this point, if you're right now at 2025, aligning yourself with Kanye West, to me, is extremely absurd. Knowing what we know now, to align yourself, you're either desperate or dumb. I don't know which one this guy is, but I think he may be both, because at this point, with this amount of trolling, what I'm starting to realize is, this guy is just here for the trolling. What they've learned over the past couple of years, like Lil Pump and a couple of these guys, they've learned they can extend their 15 minutes of fame by trolling. And I can't really 100% blame them, but it is an awful profession. I know that 50 Cent mastered it, but 50 Cent has some other qualities in his life outside of trolling that he could bring to the table. He's an executive producer. He makes music. He actually puts on other rappers. He does different things, gang. I'm just going to be honest. He acts and this, that, and the third. But these guys have taken the trolling thing and made it into a profession, like the Island Boys and these other guys, and Jake Paul before he started fighting. And they learned that the cachet is being seen and being heard and getting people to tune in. So when I see that Dave Blunt's is out here on Vlad TV and all these different platforms, and he's bringing in numbers because he's becoming one of hip hop's top trolls, I start to wonder, like, where is this going, where a guy like this can get these platforms that people that actually have talent have to go for years in comedy or things of that nature to get a chance on these platforms. And this guy comes out of nowhere, and just by the nature of being overweight and obese, not like it's some really great music coming out of the camp, it's just overweight and obese. You're now writing for Kanye, and you're being interviewed by all kind of streamers and this, that, and the third. But at this point, oddity is a commodity. And what I'm starting to realize is people like Akademiks, they're going to use you for what they can use you for. And a person like this, I'm starting to realize, well, I'm not starting to realize, I've been realizing a person like this doesn't care about anything. This guy seems to not care really about anything. He'll beef with anyone. As I start to do more digging, it's all about the combativeness and the negativity, even though he grew up in the church according to him, and he's just trying to fight depression and things of that nature by putting out his music. I don't see a person fighting depression. When I first saw him, I kind of felt bad for him. I'm like, damn, bro, like, be safe. Like, you know what I'm saying? He got all these things sticking to his chest, he's getting EKGs and this, that, and the 30s in the hospital, breathing heavy. And it's like, yo, I'm sitting here watching my damn weight, trying to figure out what I'm eating. I'm trying to slow down on all kind of red meat and this, that, and the third, right? I'm like, I'm going back to pescatarian. And this bro is up here looking dead ass, absolutely insane, crazy, right? And I'm like, this the kind of guy that'll outlive all of us, right? For some crazy ass reason. But end of the day, I'm looking at the big picture where we were giving him sympathy and people were like, prayers up, bro, and this, that, and the third, to realizing this guy is an absolute awful person. When you really listen to him talk, he's from wherever, like Iowa or some shit or what have you, and he claims it's tough out there, and it probably is tough. Like, you put enough niggas anywhere, it's gonna get tough. I'm just gonna be honest. But end of the day, I feel like he's making his way around, but he's getting in with other trolls. And when you start to get in with other trolls like Akademiks and things of that nature, and you're on number one troll who Kanye West has become the number one troll. At least 50 would do other things. Kanye does nothing but troll and constantly come at everybody. At least 50 or at least have targets that he, you know what I'm saying? It's people that he's actually had a beef with. Kanye's coming at innocent bystanders and shit. People that have nothing to do with this, have nothing to do with nothing. Whole races and genders and shit. So I feel like when you lay down with a Kanye West and an Akademiks, you're showing us, oh, I really want to be with awful people. When you're telling me you're writing for Kanye West and you write a song called Cousins, where Kanye is talking about he was giving his cousin oral sex up until he was like 16, and he needs you to write the lyrics, and he tells you what happened, and you go write that without any questions asked, and you're online promoting that you wrote this shit. I'm just gonna be honest, it's weird, gang. It's one thing to be a ghostwriter, but it's another thing to be a happy, proud carrying weirdo. You're writing Kanye's album called World War III, where he's talking about being anti-Semitic. He's talking about Hitler, and you're like, just give me the topic and I'll write it. You're really kind of slimy, gang. And then you're gonna get on here and try to say you don't want that black power shit. You don't want GNX. What is that for gay people? See, I get it that we're in an era where we control and people are like, oh, he's just trolling. Like, nah, we're not playing that shit no more. At the end of the day, what you saying is what you standing on. I can't just say anything on this fucking thing. I can't just say something and be like, yeah, I'm just trolling. Like, these guys just say I'm trolling and they have childish mind sticks. And I get it, you're 25. That you ain't no fucking kid though. Right? And you're sitting up here, we're in a fight of our life. You got Trump, or he who shall not be named, trying to erase black history, and you're up there talking about we don't want this black history shit. See, this is the thing where this is why we are where we are. These young kids don't have no sense of values. They're trying so busy to mingle in and get on these streams and act like these people that they see on these streams. They want to mimic the behavior of these guys in these chat rooms and in these gaming rooms. When you go into these gaming rooms, these people are awful. They talk to each other crazy, which is fine. Keep that shit in there. They want to bring that racist gaming shit or that distasteful joke shit out. I can joke with the best of them. I love a good joke. I laugh at some of the shit he said. It make me chuckle. But at the end of the day, I understand the responsibility of it. When you're going to get on here, and I get it, you're going to say, well, Challz, you're a Kendrick fan, that's why you're so upset. No, it's not just that. Because I've been seeing this guy just coming at everybody and anybody. I'm like, bro, what's this guy's deal? So now I realize, nothing's sacred. Oh, I get it. Everything's on the table. Oh, he thinks he's equal. He thinks he can be just like them. He thinks that he can disrespect black people at all times because he's just like them. He don't think he's one of us. It's basically some, F that black power shit, right? He's blaming his ignorance on being young. I'm young. I'm 25. We don't listen to that shit. Oh, really? That's what it is? See, that's where this thing is going wrong. This is why these kids are out here drilling and gangbanging. He said, I want to hear drilling and gangbanging. He ain't out here drilling and gangbanging, right? It's kids out there really drilling and gangbanging, dying. But you want to support that and play that shit and hype it up and say that GNX is gay nigga music, right? This is where the real separates the fake. We're gonna put him right over there with the bubble bath rapper, right? And goofy ass Akademiks and all these other motherfuckers that we are starting to see what side you on. We picking sides right now. We picking sides right now, and everybody can't go. We're done playing games with this shit where you think this is a joke. You're trying to call yourself a rapper. You're trying to be in hip-hop, but you got songs, you looking crazy talking about I can't put down a cup, which is whatever. The shit is almost talentless. I'm just going to be honest, and you're going to sit here and try to come against a man who really writes and put the pen to paper and say his shit is trash. That's fine. You're entitled to your opinion, but I'm entitled to mine, right? And what we're doing now is we're gonna eliminate the trolling shit. It's ha ha he he and have a blast and do your thing, but somebody is gonna come back and respond about this trolling shit. And we got a whole movement going on now, like the whole media blackout of Drake's album, Salute to Jalopy Bungus, and there's a whole lot of other stuff going on that we coordinating to kind of move these goofy motherfuckers out of here, right? This career not gonna last that long anyway. Let's just be honest. But at the end of the day, a year is too long for a dude like this. Because what's going on, he has no respect for nothing. When you line up with Akademiks and start going on his stream and you start disrespecting dudes that literally are holding this culture up, or they're putting it on their back and making this culture not pretty much die. If these labels had their way, this shit would be out of here already. We'd still be vibing. It wouldn't be nobody with no lyrics right now. So if you're going to go on streams with Akademiks, who is an enemy of the state, let's just be fucking honest. So you're going to go on a platform with him and add to the nonsense of what he got going on. Now you're his ally. And if you're his ally, then you ain't one of us. And we pretty much ain't nobody enemies. But at the end of the day, you're not one of us. And we're going to make it known we don't condone the shit you're doing and talking about. Because when you go and you side with this goofy motherfucker drinking Hennessy, right? This motherfucker in house slippers and fucking who knows how many days he took a bath. We don't know what the fuck going on with Akademiks. Nigga never leave the fucking house. He leaves it once a fucking month. So you're going on there and riding with him, then you're riding against us. You're trying to push hip hop back for years. You're telling 25-year-olds, yo, we don't listen to that shit. We want to hear drill music. Like it's goofy shit. And we're not standing for that. We're not doing that. I'm not sitting back listening and let you say this goofy shit. I don't want these young kids sitting around all day listening to drill music. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Somebody gotta start saying, yo, something's not right. I get up on this platform. I got a different agenda on here. I don't know about these other motherfuckers, but I'm on here for a purpose, right? I feel very strongly about what I talk about, and I feel very strongly about hip hop. And sometimes I say too much shit. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna say it regardless, right? And what I'm going to say about Dave Blunts, it took me a long time to realize where you are. You're not here with us by no stretch of the imagination. You're over there with them. So right now it's open season on your ass when it comes to these comments and this, that, and the third, because we wanted to have sympathy for you. We didn't know nothing about you. You came out of nowhere, but you're siding with Akademiks. You're jumping over there on some anti-Kendrick shit. So guess what? You chose a side, and now we over here, and now it's open season on you. So we're gonna line you up right with him. We can't let this ignorant nigga shit permeate. We can't let this. You want this nigga lane, this nigga logic lane. Well, we the opposite of that. So there's going to be conflict on the other side of that, and you just walk right into it because first of all, over here, GNX is not gay nigga shit. All right, let me just start there. We know what it stands for. End of the day, this is what we want to hear over here. We don't want to hear this bullshit about singing into a cup or whatever the fuck you got going on. Now you healthy, this, that, and the third. End of the day, it's time to separate the nonsense. Right now, what you're seeing is a movement. You've chosen a side to be on the side of non-movement. I don't know, it's stagnant over there, bro. I don't know if you realized before you jumped out the window and started fucking with Lil Yachty and this, that, and the third. This movement over here is different. We doing some lyrical shit over here, gang. We doing some upliftment, some better shit. And when we get this movement to where it's going, it ain't gonna really be no space for you. It ain't gonna be nowhere where you're gonna be packing out shows and having a great old time. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be difficult. because the scene is changing. The whole scenery is changing. I get it that these young people are controlling whatever, but they don't control everything. And I know that you are having a great time, but once we understand where this thing is going back to hip hop, it's going to be different for you, gang. I'm just going to be honest. So what I'm telling you is right now is we are a collective. And what we're doing right now is moving the needle back to hip hop. So if you want to sit back and ride on the Akademiks coattails and make fun of Kendrick, then you chose a side, gang. It is what it is. It ain't no war. It ain't no daggone we're beefing. It's just, okay, we see what you are about, and there's no more sympathy. There's no more, oh man, da-da-da. We don't want nothing to happen to you. We wish you well. But at the end of the day, you're coming against what we're trying to build, and we can't have that. I'm going to leave it at that, man. Listen, I don't know why you would run up under Akademiks and try to be whatever he got going on, but it's silly to me. I'm going to leave it alone. CLBMG. I'm out.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.
Get my coat, get my sheepskin, grab my wallet, get my pocket knife, and get that hat right there. We out. Grab my pocket knife too. Let's go. When I first came to the city, niggas didn't believe me. I just wanted to join a team and throw assist pass easily. 6 man off the bench, alley-oop pass freely. Suit up for one game and hope a scout might see me. But nah, niggas is greedy, wasn't rocking with him. Unplugged the scoreboard and put a lock on the gym. Told me to power forward, point guard at the rim. And left me with no center and a ball full of phlegm. Not knowing that I'm a dog, a Rottweiler within. With the heart of a pit bull that don't bark for pretend. My bites cut deep, break the bone and the skin. With the level of hustlenomics you do not comprehend. So first I took a block down on the west side end. And then secured a spot with some goons and some kin. And then sent out some flyers, let the games begin. And in 6 months time, the city like that's him. Oh,